Did you have something else plugged in?
No, it was working yesterday.
Talk now?
Is it working now?
Oh, it looks to be working now.
Oh, good. Hello. Oh. He'll be back in a second.
To come, Joe.
I've already had it.
You got these joys to come. So we streamed last night with my brother, right? And what I did is finish the stream, ended the stream, turned the PC off, turned it on today, made the thumbnail, got the stream ready, and then what's happened is OBS has gone, yeah, you know your microphone input is supposed to be your Rodecaster. We're just going to change it to default.
I already had it. I had...
It just changed. I'm just going to change it. Why?
I had it, so like I set up the Xbox to connect to the computer with OBS, and all the microphones are good, and the headset was fine. Turned off, loaded up the next day, nothing worked.
Why? Why does it change the input source? I haven't told it to change the input source. Why does it change the input source? Fucking mental. Anyway, good afternoon, you wonderful human beings. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us on this fine Thursday afternoon. I get to keep saying fine at the moment because we've still got sunshine and blue skies, which is beautiful. And we had a big Warhammer 40k update yesterday. The balanced data slate dropped, and I'm going to use those words because it's not quite the same as before, as well as the update to the Mutant Field Manual, update to Tournament Companion, update to core rules, etc., etc., etc. We're going to chat about that for the next hour and a half at least, whilst you beautiful people get to listen to Joe's dulcet tones with all of his opinions about things. And you have opinions?
No. I'm the least opinionated person ever.
And if you want to support us, there's multiple ways you can do it. First of all, please make sure you smash all those magical YouTube buttons for us. Hit that like button if you enjoy the content. Smash subscribe if you haven't already. All these things are free, and it really helps us out, and it helps our algorithm. Equally, you can become a member of the channel if you've got a grey name in chat. There's not many of you, but often quite a few start showing up. Well, lately, sorry, quite a few have started showing up. So you can become a member of the channel if you want to support the content. We put everything out for free at the moment. But we rely on your generosity to survive and to continue to eat food and exist in this world. So thank you so much for all those people that are members. You can also gift memberships. We've already had a few. So big shout out to Hannah for gifting one. Ooh. And Brandon Lagasse, who gifted 5, Jay.
Oh, thank you, Brandon. I hope that you never have to wake up in the middle of the night to go for a wee.
Oh, strong. And you can get those kinds of Joe hopes if you do decide to give 5 or more members. I will tell you now that the strength or power of the hope doesn't scale with the number of members you gift. It's a random lottery. You get what you're given. And then you can also send in postcards and super chat. So we call it a postcard. YouTube calls it a super chat, like Castellan's just done. That way, you can have a comment or a question, and we will definitely get to it and answer it. It can be about the balanced data slate. It can be about the current weather. It can be about Joe's new YouTube venture. It can be about what colour his pants are today. Anything you want. So thank you, Cass, for the $2. He says, when is Joe gaming again, and what gaming's planned?
Tomorrow. And Dark Tide was asked. I'm trying to do a different game every time at the moment because I had like a blank slate thumbnail. Every game I play, I had a character to it.
That's cool.
I've eventually like fill in all the way around. But I don't know what I'm going to do with the top row because obviously they're standing up, aren't they? So do I have them all just go upside down along the top?
Just keep like layering them behind the one in front,
and
then you'll get the top half of the character. Just keep filling it like a Where's Wally scene.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Macari's Wanksock, thank you for the 1 gifted membership. You're a legend. Cool. So, hang on. Yes, my lord. Thank you for the $5. Universal Rules Update doesn't highlight all the changes in the core rules. Games Workshop changed a bunch of stuff. Only in the app has no highlight of document. I didn't know that. Interesting.
Oh.
And Cornet Ed, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. Amazing. We're on 12 already. Double figures off the bat.
Thank you, Cornet. I hope that you always wake up 1 minute before your alarm. Super awake.
Fresh. Nice.
Yeah.
So yesterday they did release the balanced data slate, and I keep using these inverted commas because they didn't release a balanced data slate. They've released a balanced update, but they haven't released a data slate that gives you all of the balanced data slate changes. What they've done instead this time round, and I don't know if I prefer this or not, I think I don't prefer it, but I'm wondering if I'm coming at it from a crooked view because we're content creators and we're trying to cover everything. the old balanced data state. I love the fact that you go to a single place and you could read every single update and change to every faction in one place. So I could skim read it and I could go, cool, I know all these updates and changes. And half the time, if an opposition player is going to play a rule wrong, it's probably because it's been updated and they don't know, or they're unaware, or they've forgotten and they're reading out their case and go, hang on a minute, that change to get back in the transport for Eldar has actually changed, right?
Yeah.
So I think I also preferred it being in a single place, just not from a creator's perspective, just because it was a place I could go to see all the updates. They've not done that this time, Jojo. They've now just released them all in the faction packs.
I kind of like it because we're in the new edition, every faction has more updates. So you if it was all in one place, you're looking at like a 40-page document. If they spread it out, every faction has its own thing, but also like if you're a casual player, you don't have to go, because let's be honest, the Games Workshop PDFs are not formatted very well. And if you scroll down, you have to wait ages for it to load every single page. And if you come out of that and then go back into it, it never remembers the pictures. It has to reload every single page. So if you're like a Tyranids player, for instance, alphabetically, you always come last. Apart from, I know World Eaters come after you. So you'd have to load 40 pages of images before you even got your information. So just being able to go to your own specific one is much more for speed as well.
I get that. I just, again, I like I said to you already, like I wonder if I was skewed from a creative perspective because we want to update you on everything. And I don't want to do, because it's be worse. This is going to be categorically worse than what you just said. I don't want to have to go into every single faction pack and scroll to the bottom for the rules updates, because it could take for the reasons you've just said, it's going to take ages to go through all of them and find it. But you know, we'll see. There's been some changes. There's been some things that have changed that we kind of expected. There's been an update to the Miniature and Field Manual. There's been changes across the board on points. For example, with Eldar, I saw so many things just drop in points.
Yeah,
so many things dropped in points, which is quite interesting. I'm thinking about bringing elves tonight, and a while ago, you guys did pay for Wraith Knight on stream, and he was sat in the house. Well, I just recently moved house, and all my Warhammer stuff's come here, so he's here now. So we could do that, or I could do Dark Angels. And I'm playing against Joe now because Simon had a very bad night last night, and I don't know why. I didn't ask. Maybe newborns. Has he got a kid?
Yeah, but she's like 5.
Okay, not that. I don't know. He had a bad night, up all night fapping, so he's too tired to come to. He said he wanted to get an early night. And I get it.
He's just jacking it all night.
Yeah,
he's worn out.
I think he thought he was playing Joe and he was okay with it because it's an easy game, and then he found out he was playing me, and he just chinned it off.
Yeah.
So there's no Simon tonight. So it's Joe and I playing, and we'll be graced by Tobias on the deck.
Oh,
he's coming into deck for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has he not played or learned anything about 11th edition?
No. So I thought about making him play for a laugh, or asking him to play for a laugh. Not making him play. I can't make him play. But I thought about asking him to play for a laugh. But actually, I want to play, and I haven't played you for a little while. So, you know, be fun.
Yeah.
Be fun. So just let us know what you think. Anyway, changes. Like I said, there's been quite a few little changes. There's one that definitely will please you straight away. Orc Boys lost an ability.
Good. Yeah, they lost the ability to have 3 characters attached, which was a dumb rule anyway. And I think that's important. I think you can still have 2 leaders. You just can't have...
No, you can't have 2 leaders now.
Just have a leader and support.
Yeah.
I mean...
They flat deleted the rule.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Good. But then I swear I saw a leak for Orc Boy rules that now, there's a codex... There's somewhere someone's showing off the Dataslate for the new one, and Orc Boys, when they charge, get lethal hits anyway in the new codex, I think.
Yeah, that's not bad, is it?
It's pretty gross. I think what's going to happen now with Orc Boys is they're just going to take the Pain Boy and the boss that gives them like sustained hits, probably.
The boss.
The boss.
Right, Warhammer community. If there's anything specifically that you want us to go for, by the way, now's the time to tell us that you want us to go through it. If I go back to the community page and we go to the download section, because actually every faction pack got an update, universal rules update happened, More faction packs. Obviously, the new Munitorum Field Manual is on the new Munitorum Field Manual webpage. Which, when I'm sat at a computer looking through it, I quite love it. I don't know if I'm not used it on mobile yet, so I'm not sure about that one. The event companion got updated. The Dominatus event companion got updated. So there's lots and lots and lots and lots of updates. Anything specific, Jay, that you think we should look at?
So core rules changes. There's a change that we knew was going to happen because common sense. They changed the rule on CP. I think universal rules updates is probably the first one to look at, where they've changed it so you can only gain 1 CP a turn.
Where does it say that in the universal rules updates? Modifying a stratagem's CP cost. Stratagems that can be used more than once. Stratagems that prevents units from being targeted. Stratagems that add units to your army.
I know it has been added.
It'd be tournament companion then, surely. And this is the problem with it not being
Warhammer Teams events? No.
Generating command points in the Warhammer event companion.
Yeah.
Excluding core command points, each player can gain a maximum of 1 CP per battle round, including the CP gained when a player discards an active secondary mission card.
Yeah.
So we were playing that anyway. We assumed that would be the case. And I think there's a couple of major events where it had already been sort of FAQ'd with Games Workshop and consultancy. So we were playing that way anyway. I think anybody who's going, I can gain 4 CP in a turn was probably drunk.
Yeah, that's why. Also, for the purposes of scoring end of battle points, those points scored are not part of the 15 per turn restriction.
Interesting. I didn't know that one.
Yeah, so if you score 10 points at the end of the game, that's not included in the amount that you can do in a turn. The
thing that's interesting about this CP change specifically as well, though, and the thing that's interesting about what you've just read for end of turn scoring, right?
Yeah.
What confuses me here, and I don't know if this is intentional or this is just an oversight, right? But what confuses me here is both those things are in the event companion.
Yeah.
So if you're playing a casual game, does that mean that you can generate maximum amounts of CP and you are restricted by 15 points per battle round? Because specifically the scoring one, that shouldn't be an event companion, surely. That should just be an update to the data cards. Yeah. Right? They should because what you're saying, when it's in an event companion, you're saying this is only relevant for events, which means casual games it's not relevant, and that seems silly.
I mean, casual games, it depends, right? So if you're learning, then I don't know.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Don't know.
If there's anything specific you want us to look at, chat, by the way, chuck it at us, and Joe and I will go and have a look. Stick it on a postcard, and we'll go and have a look specifically.
The other one is that basically there are no 1 DP detachments that have Purge the Foe anymore.
Good.
They removed Purge the Foe from all 1 DP detachments, and there have been some detachment switcheroos. So some that were Purge the Foe have been moved to something else, and something that, like some detachments that were they've had a look at what detachments and what they build into, basically. So if a detachment was terrible at Purge the Foe, so like Eldar aren't great at Purge the Foe, they've had a reduction in access to Purge the Foe, and their detachments are more based on recon or priority assets. But that's also to help mix up the fact that, like, Tacoma was like 60% of the games was Purge the Foe versus Purge the Foe.
Battleforge. Eldar. Warhost was Purge. Warhost was Purge before. Edit roster. Choose first. Reconnaissance now.
Yeah. Some detachments had DP cost changes as well. So like for Guard, Combined Arms is now 2 DP. It was 3. The Green Horde for Orcs went from 2 to 3.
It did.
As it should have done.
Orcs got a bit of a battering, didn't they, really?
We'll look at Space Marines are the main one I think are worth talking about. So what's new?
Well, they've got this new...
Liberius Conclave librarians got a general all-round battering.
Librarians did?
Yeah.
Well, because every single person was taking Liberius Conclave.
Yeah.
Are you reacting to super chats right away if we ask you to go, look, yes? Yeah, if you super chat a thing for us to look at, that'll be the very next thing we look at. Okay.
Cool. So, for instance, Fusillade, which used to be an enhancement for a librarian, which gave his unit sustained hits, and then they got access to anti-monster, anti-character... No, anti-monster, anti-vehicle 5+, so you put them in a unit of Stern Guard. All librarians went up 10 points. And then Fusillade also went up in points as an enhancement, but they changed it to range attacks in that unit have lethal hits, and when you're in the Pyromancy discipline, you get sustained hits, and it lost the anti-character, anti-monster. So it's like a double reason not to take it. And also they changed Temporal Corridor, so you used to be able to teleport out of combat, and now you can't. So Liberius Conclave
got battered.
Much less good.
Imperial Armour, Thunderhawk Gunship, remove aircraft keyword.
Yeah, because it's a skimmer, I think.
A Thunderhawk's a skimmer?
In game terms. Because if it was an aircraft, it would fly on from the side and then disappear again.
Like at the end of the faction pack, which we have to scroll through 219 pages. Is it right at the end or is it not? Is it before that? I have that PDF problem that you literally just talked about. To find where the rules changes are. I've just got loads of blank pages. This is why I fucking hate PDFs as well. So if you're a Space Marine player, it's probably
page 60.
Page 60, okay.
So Oath of Moment got an update because basically if you were taking a non-chapter specific detachment, if you were Blood Angels, Templars and all that lot, there was a way that you could technically get the good Oath of Moment with +1 to wound. It was one of those technically kind of situations. After Space Marines, Gordon, we will do Tyranids.
Yep, because you super chatted, 100%.
So basically they changed Stormlance, which basically only if there was a stratagem that only affected the bike units to have Lance. Now everyone can have access to just your Depth unit has Lance, which is well good.
That's really fucking good.
And then Ride Hard, Die Fast at the end of the phase. It used to be -1 to hit, -1 to wound. Now it's been changed as -1 to wound. They've kind of removed all of the things that gave you... A lot of the stuff that gave you -1 to be hit has kind of been changed to something else. Or like, if it was -1 to be hit in the shooting, it's been just changed... -1 to hit flat has probably been changed to -1 to be hit in combat, and then you're given stealth, and then you're probably given a points drop as well.
Yeah, data sheet changes. Drop pods, Gladiator Lancers, Gladiator Reapers, Gladiator Valiants, Hammerfall Bunkers that no one uses, Impulsors, Invader ATVs, Land Raiders, Crusaders, Redeemers, Predator Annihilators, Destructors, Razorbacks, Repulsors, Repulsor Executioners, Rhino, Storm Speeders, all types, Thunderstrikes, Vindicators, Whirlwinds. They all get an added keyword, frame. Do you know what that means? They get that.
Company Heroes had a weird change because they had a rule where they could only be led by captains, which I think they got changed in the wording.
They've lost the Company Heroes rule. That's odd.
So now, because the Company Heroes rule was basically said that it could only be led by a captain, and they could only have another character if a captain was involved, right? Whereas now, any character that says that they can join Company Heroes can join Company Heroes. And the lieutenant... You can have Company Heroes just led by a lieutenant now. I'd like to see an update where a chaplain can join Company Heroes.
I don't know if
and a librarian can join Company.
If I love that. Blade Guard had a bit of a glow up.
Oh, Blade Guard, much better now.
In the fight phase, so when this unit's selected to fight, it used to be reroll 1s to save or reroll 1s to hit. It now is you pick melee attacks have +1 to hit, or attacks that target you have -1 to hit.
That's really good.
I think that's much better. I think it's
good.
really, really good. The captain now is interesting. If you want a captain to lead your Blade Guard veterans, he's got to have a relic shield. And if you want your captain to be attached to Hellblasters, he's got to have a plasma pistol.
Yeah. Also, Soups also says that crucially you can run Company Heroes solo now because you used to have to pay the tax of putting a
You
character
do,
in.
yes. Intercessors have got the Hail of Bolts
good for
ability.
me.
In your shooting phase, when this unit is selected to shoot, select up to one visible enemy unit while making those attacks. That unit's bolt rifle targets that enemy unit have +2 attacks. There we go. I think that's similar to what it was before anyway. Gullyman adds the mobile keyword, meaning he can move through ruins now as a monstrous Primarch.
No, as he should.
Yeah. Vanguard vets add range weapons. They all get heavy bolt pistols. And the melee weapons obviously go to 3 attacks, hit on 3s at strength 5, AP 2 damage. So there we go. Tigerius, his Master of Presence, his unit's got stealth. Melee attacks at target unit have -1 to hit rolls. So you're -1 to shoot, -1 to hit. Once per battle round, while you target this unit with the counter-offensive fire overwatch heritage revenge stratagem, that uses -1 CP. So all kind of expected. That's Space Marines. That's the changes. That's the ones in red. That's the things that are different. But someone asked about Tyranids. So if we go back into the chat, and we go to the super chats, Gordon T40K, and I will get to the super chats before, I promise. Gordon T40K, thank you for the $2. He says, did anything change in Tyranids, Joe? Where is Tyranids? Why are they not in alphabetical order on this?
It's because it's done in order of when they were updated, not.
The Red Terror's got abilities: remove the Serpentine Fiend ability and added mobile, which means he can move through walls, obviously. And then we have to go and find the rules page on this honking fucking
There's
PDF.
basically the community arc enhancement in Vanguard Onslaught just gives the units stealth. Because used to give them cover and stealth, but now it's just stealth. Tyranid Warriors got an update because Tyranid Warriors had the same rule as Blade Guard, and when they updated the Blade Guard, they were like, "We'll give them a cool rule," and then they're like, "Well, what we'll do is we'll give the Warriors a slightly shittier one, where instead of rerunning hit rolls of 1 and rerunning wound rolls of 1, they now either get +1 strength or +1 toughness." And +1 strength is interesting because they're strength 5 base, so they go to strength 6 and then they go to strength 7 if they're in synapse range, which is kind of good. It's not terrible. But +1 toughness is an odd one because it's like a really weird break point. Because
the T5 base.
The T5 base. So it only makes a difference between strength 10 and strength 5.
Yeah. And strength 6.
Yeah, so strength 5, 6, and 10.
Yeah.
Anything else is useless.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. By the way, chat have pulled me up on it. They're right, actually. I just went and checked. The Space Marine captain ability where you have to have a relic shield to join Blade Guard has been removed, not added.
Oh.
So now any captain can join Blade Guard. Any captain can join Hellblasters.
Yeah. I think, but Company Heroes with the characters good at -1. Yeah, you could just put a lieutenant in there. He's like 40 points now. He's so cheap.
Yeah. They're very cheap for what they give you as well.
Yeah.
And then you've got differences to deep strikey range things, which is pretty expected now because of the 8-9 and how charging works.
And we're not in the points wise, Neurotyrant went up 15, but Von Ryan's went down to 55 points for 3, or 105 points for 6. I'm running Vanguard Invader at the moment. 105 points for 6. I immediately put the 6 into my army for the tournament on the weekend. If anyone's around this weekend, there is an Entoyment tournament. They still have tickets down in Poole. Part of me was like, oh, like 315 points for 18 Von Ryans isn't bad.
It's not bad.
Because they get advance and charge in Invasion Fleet. They're strength 5 AP. They get 6 attacks each, and strength 5 AP 1 damage 1. But if you take the lictor detachment, there's an enhancement to give them +1 strength and +1 AP. So they go to strength 6 AP2. If they're a Synapse, they go to strength 7 AP2. With 6 attacks each. In the
A 15-point deduction is actually pretty big for them, isn't it?
in the lictor detachment, there's enhancement, which you could put on all 3 of them, where if someone ends a move with an 8, they get to reactive move D3 +3. And then, or in the Vanguard Invader, they've got just a flat 6 reactive move as well.
So 3 Zoanthropes, units of 3 Zoanthropes also went down in points.
Yeah.
Interestingly, the Neuro Tyrant went up in points 15. Malceptor went up in points. That's about it.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's Tyranids. And then if we go back to the chat, and go back and find. So Bradley says, how do we feel about running Saga of the Beast Slayer with a new Fly 1 detachment point, Space Marine detachment, running Vanguard Vets and Jump Pack Intercessors?
Really good. I really like that Jump Pack detachment a lot.
Yeah.
I've got 5 Vanguard Vets for my Raven Guard and 15 Assault Intercessors with Jump Packs. I looked at a list which was 30-30.
Wow.
In the Raven Guard Uppy Downy detachment, but it means that they all have stealth, they all have Uppy Downy, but they all get reroll 1s on the charge. Pretty
Not bad.
cool.
Not bad at all. Yeah, I think it sounds solid, Bradley, to be fair. I'm going to go back to the original Super Chats because I don't want to miss them out in the future. Don't forget, chat, we're on 12 members right now. And for Joe to feel like he's popular and loved, it needs to be at least 10x that. Right? Chris Sanford, thank you for the $5. He says, I really like the approach they took with Chaos Knights trying to fix rules, not just drop points. I think they need more, but it's a promising start. On that note, let's go look at Chaos Knights. I don't know much about Chaos Knights. So
Neither do I. All I know is I hate them.
Do you? Why?
I just don't like knights in the game in general.
Yeah, I agree.
They're one of those armies that you can either deal with or you have the worst time ever. There is no in between. There is no such thing as a casual fun game versus knights.
Praetorius Lance Detachment, Storm of Darkness Stratagem, change the effect section to your unit has stealth, melee attacks that target your unit have -1 to hit rolls. Do you think they do that on purpose so that Ignore's cover works? Does Ignore's cover work against stealth?
Yeah, because stealth is cover.
I don't understand. Surely it's easy just to go -1 to hit this unit for a stratagem. Because giving it stealth is like, cool, everyone's running Ignore's cover now. That doesn't actually make any difference, really.
Because rules that are just a flat -1 to hit double stack with cover.
Right, okay.
So because cover is a -1 ballistic skill, if you go from 3 to 4s and then you're an additional -1 to 5s.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
It's not if you don't have access to my ignore cover, you are in a lot of trouble versus -1 to hit stuff.
The Abominant got Ignore's cover on his Volkite Combustor. The Desecrator got the Obsessive Ruthless ability changed to range attacks target monster vehicle units can ignore modifiers to that unit's ballistic skill, hit rolls, and wound rolls, which is quite nice with his strength 18, AP4, D6 +3 damage, 2 shot, 72-inch range Desecrator. Laser Destructor. It's also got Dev Wings versus monsters and vehicles as well, obviously. The Dark Flame Lance weapon changed to D6 +6 attacks, which is a flamer. And the Terra Pulse missile systems on the Ruinator also changed to D6 +6. That's a lot. There's a lot of gun.
The Ruinator needed a buff, to be fair, because, like...
Is it shit?
The Flamer was terrible. I think it was like 2d6.
2d6 is great when you roll double sixes.
Yeah, but it's awful when you roll double one. If you're like rolling 4 consecutive turns, it's awful. I like the Knight Ruinator as well with his Drildo as well. It's like hammer Drildo.
Yeah. I don't know enough about Chaos Knights, Chris, to be honest with you, to give you a proper decent response, which I feel bad because you spent £5. But I think when a thing is a little bit too strong or a little bit not strong enough, I think that points changes are definitely the way to go. When things are fucking mental, like fully mental, either direction, they're absolute trash or they're just insanely broken, I don't think points changes are ever really going to do the right job. I think you need to do rules changes. If Chaos Knights were really struggling and you're positive as a Chaos Knights player that some of these changes are a step in the right direction, I'd rather do rule changes. I also, considering they said that in the first quarter or the first half of the year, they would do more data sheets than they would normally do. I do think that at that point, I would rather they did little incremental rules changes. Right, let's make some changes. How does that lie? Okay, their win percentage went up 2%. Little change, how does that lie? Okay, their win percentage went up another 3%. Where are we? We're still 2% off. Little change, we've got them up by 3%. Cool, leave it there, right? I'd rather that than here's this radical change, and then we go, cool, they've gone from being shit to busted.
Yeah.
And then they're like, cool, we did another radical change to bring them back down again. And then these armies, you've seen it before, these armies just fucking like a Geiger counter. They go all the way over to one side, just super fucking powerful. They get nerfed into oblivion, they go back there. They get massive buff. It's just mental. So.
So Taxes love the change to Raven Wing Command Squad to support, so you can have 6 Black Knights, 3 Command Squads, and Samael for a unit of 10 with OC3, Advance and Charge, and Assault, and Mobile.
That is fucking. They needed that.
We were saying it since the Codex came out. 100%. Why can't they do that?
100% they needed that.
So good. That is a terrifying unit as well.
It is now.
Yeah.
It wasn't really.
So good now. So I've opened the Dark Angels set thing, right? So Cubby of Hunters rule has been changed to everyone gets assault, everyone can fall back. And shoot. And then friendly Adept Astartes mounted units have assault. It can advance. You can advance and charge, and you can fall back, shoot and charge. So every White Scars player is now going to be playing Dark Angel.
And the guy counter continues.
Yeah. Talon Strike Stratagem. They've changed it so the whole unit gets Lance. Lionel Jackson's got Mobile now, so he can walk through walls. They've changed his All Secrets Revealed thing. So Mystery of Shadow. At the end of your opponent's turn, if this unit is unengaged, that unit has this ability. If you do, place him in reserves. This unit can make an ingress move in your next movement phase, including your first turn. Because before it was the command phase, he just teleported. So they've changed it to the end of turn. But now, if your opponent goes first, you can remove him at the end of their turn and then teleport him 8 inches away. Which is pretty cute.
Pretty tasty. Dark Angels may be eating good right now. Okay. I'm here for it.
Inner Circle companions have lost their -1 to be hit in shooting. They now have stealth, which is cover, but they still have -1 to be hit in combat. I still think they're very, very good.
It is worse though, because of the way. This is what's interesting, because of the way cover's changed. Inner Circle companions had a -1 to hit all the time, right? That's what they had, and then that meant that if you had ignores cover, it didn't make a difference. But now, if you've got ignores cover, they lose their -1 to hit. So it has just got worse. And you're right, they couldn't leave it there because it would stack with cover and end up being -2. I get that. That's fine. But it is now just flat worse.
It is, but I think they go down in points as well.
Okay, we'll have a look at that in a second.
So I think like at the end of the day, it's fair. The change is fair. Like, because you could still add a librarian to them to give them a 4-up invuln.
Yeah.
You know, like being -1 to be hit in combat and -1, it just means that like other armies can now hit them. Because you think a guardsman that's not ignoring cover is hitting them on 6s.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I get not letting it stack. I get that, but it is just a flat. It's just a flat worse now. They just got worse. So I don't know. It seems odd. Rum o'clock. Thank you for $2. Big elf robot bribe. Please do Eldar. And then Gareth Hackney says pointy ears versus full Jim's musical mates, please. What's Jim's musical mates? Oh, that he wants Emperor's Children. Don't feel like Joe's feeling Emperor's Children right now. Soups, thank you for the $5. He says bunch of stuff in the app not mentioned elsewhere. 24.28.01, 24.37.01, 25.4, very last line, and a slew of other common sense existing tense stuff. What are these changes? How do I find 24.28.21? So if we go into the Apatosaurus Rex and we go to
Samuel's
reference,
absolute lad.
core rules. Where's the super chat gone from Soups? Core rules. 24 is core abilities. 0.28 is precision. 0.01 precision and dev wounds. Mortal wounds inflicted by a precision attack with a devastating wounds ability are first applied to the character group that was selected for those precision attacks. Seems like obvious. I guess it's because dev wounds are applied last normally.
Yeah.
Okay.
So dev wound goes first and then... Say that again?
It says... where is it? 24.28.01. Mortal wounds inflicted by a precision attack with the devastating wounds ability are first applied to the character group that was selected for those precision attacks, if that group is not already destroyed.
Okay. So what would happen is that character... I don't know how that would change though. Because I don't know what instance that would change, because like if he tanks all of the saves, the dev wounds would still be applied to him anyway.
Yeah, logically.
Normally. Because some people saying that he only takes the saves and then the dev, because it goes last, is applied to the unit and it loses precision. I suppose maybe fast rolling.
I don't think it changes anything. Basically, you still do mortal wounds at the end of everything, but if the character's still alive still, it'll hit him and not the unit. I thought that's what it did anyway.
Yeah, because that's how precision works.
That's literally how precision works. So I don't understand what's the difference there. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You'd roll your saves to the character and apply devs to the character. Yeah, which is what we did anyway.
Yeah.
No one didn't do that.
I imagine there was some absolute grammar dweebs out there who are like technically the comma's in the wrong place, so it'll go at the end. There'll be a bunch of those.
Okay. It's not changing devs to go first. It's just saying there's still an attack to the character. The other one was torrent weapons cannot have indirect fire or precision. Seems like it makes sense. 25.04. 25 is not core rules, it's muster armies. 04. And it says, very last line. If you're playing an incursion battle, you can select a 3DB detachment as your only detachment. Okay, cool. The downside, the thing with these is that when they make these changes, it will catch people out because I haven't said anywhere that they've made these changes.
Yeah.
So they all kind of make sense. They're all clarifications, but they really should document it somewhere that these things have changed so people catch it. Because what can happen is, and I've had this experience with people before when I was TOing, is that people will start arguing and a person gets accused of being a cheat because he hasn't fucking noticed an update that's happened obscurely 3 months ago to this little thing.
Yeah.
So he plays it the old way, and then someone goes, he's cheating. I'm like, he's not fucking cheating. He just didn't know the rules changed.
Yeah.
You know, and so I think personally they need to make it even easier to see these rules changes. Stealth updating the app is not a good look. It's not a good way of doing things. I don't know if it's to try and not draw attention to the fact that these rules are already being tweaked and changed after the editions just come out. I don't know, but people are going to find them as you have. So it's just a bit weird. Like it should be documented. Someone going, here's a list of changes. We've also done the changes in the app, but here's a list of changes so you guys can read through it. So that if you're going to an event, you've got a single place where you can go, I knew the rules 2 months ago. Let's see if there's anything that's been changed since. It seems odd. And it's even more important for those people that are going to be learning off of the rule books, right? Because the rule books are a physically printed book. Now, Ash yesterday came on stream. You guys smashed 160 members. He's now going to come and do a Learn to Play 11th edition stream, right? He's an individual that might go away, and knowing my brother would probably rather look at the little book and read that than he would flick through all the rules on the app. So he's now going to be reading wrong rules. Now, if he could read the book and then go to a single place that tells him all the changes, brilliant. But now, logically, what he would have to do is read the book and then go through and read everything in the app to see what's different. And he wouldn't fucking see what's different because it'd take too long.
They used to do a combined rules change.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Document. They do a document that lists every single change in that update and only those changes.
And if you need people to just use the app for your rules because you don't want people to use the book, stop fucking selling books.
I like the books now.
No, I do. I'd rather keep the books.
Yeah.
But if you're going to force people to have to use the app because you're not going to document these changes anywhere else, a person can't, for example, take a core rule book and a printed PDF of all the updates and changes. This is what I used to do years ago, right? At which point, you can't do that because they haven't given you a PDF of all the changes, so you can't use your physical book as your actual rules at the tabletop. So they've double invalidated the rule book. They've invalidated it by updating the rules, and then they haven't given you a single place where you can print out the changes so that you've got an up-to-date fucking set of rules with you. You have to use the app. If you're going to force you to use the app, fucking stop selling the books. I don't actually think that putting all the changes in a single PDF document on the website is that much work either.
But it is still work, though, isn't it?
It is still work, yeah, but still, I don't know. That's my complaint about it. Nick, thank you for the $5. I like it generally, but Chaos Space Marine feels real harsh. I get nerfing to 5 data sheets and points, but Abaddon, Vashtar, Chosen, Huron, and Masters of the Maelstrom is too brutal. CSM Sandy also came in and said that they got battered. So should we go look at Chaos Space Marines quickly?
So there's no updates in the Chaos Space Marines section. It was...
Just points?
I don't know where the fucking points are.
In the Mutant File manual?
I'm just looking for that.
If you literally just Google Mutant File manual, you'll find it. Chaos Space Marines. So Abaddon went up 10 points. Accursed Cultists cost more for third plus units. Chaos Predator Annihilator went up 10 points. Destructors went up 10 points. Chosen went up 10 points for 5, 20 points for 10. Third unit went up even more. Defiler went up 10 points for second model, and then plus 5 points for the Reaper autocannon, the las cannons. They're now 15 points each. Your third unit of Dark Commune is now 100 points. Huron Blackheart went up 10 points. Masters of the Maelstrom went up 10 points. Mutilators came down 15 points.
I think Mutilators are good now.
Nemesis Claw came down 10 points. The Red Corsairs Reeve Captain came down 10 points. Vashtor went up 15. Venom Crawlers went up 10.
Yeah.
That's it. It doesn't seem that bad.
I mean, these are all the units that get taken all the time went up, basically.
But that's true of every army.
But I think, like, the thing is that the biggest thing that the Chaos Space Marines are in a weird spot at the moment because their only real build is Vashtor, Abaddon Chosen, Huron Chosen, multiple Defilers, right? And then the Defilers stand near Abaddon. He just shoots. Then they just shoot a lot. So that army is not unplayable, but it has to change a lot. My biggest issue with Defilers now is their points are going up and up and up and up. I would have preferred to have seen a rules change instead of a points increase. Allow people to still take the 2 or 3 that they bought, but just make them a bit weaker. You know, don't have all their guns be just so fucking insane all the time. I don't think it needs the rule for walking through walls anymore. Because that's a big... I think because of how terrain works now, like, it's easier for them to get around anyway than in the last edition. So, like, because all they have to do now is tow into a terrain objective, and it could just see everything.
Did it used to reroll all wounds?
Yeah.
So Demon Forge, each time this unit is selected to make a Dark Pact until the end of the phase, each time this model makes an attack, reroll a wound roll of 1.
So I think it's fair.
So that's got worse. But again, another change, another stealth change to a data sheet. Which is
I think there was just so many changes that they just haven't been all been documented.
Abaddon costs more than the mine now, I think so, yeah. Because he's better.
He himself isn't better. His aura abilities is better.
Yeah, cool. Thank you, Boltec, for $5. How have I missed that one? Loving the points drops off of Wraith Knights. I can finally run 4 Knights and 3 Wraith Lords, chucking in a Shadow Seer to lead because comedy list in it. Wraith Knights got a huge points drop.
Yeah, why is the Muser and Field manual not in?
It's a separate web page now.
It's a separate web page.
It's not download anymore. So if you go there, just literally search Minotaur and Field manual. And then press a page. There you go. It's much better than it was before.
Yeah.
I think. Anyway. Wraith Knights dropped like 30 points. It's mad. It's mad good. Mark Roberts says, my son has asked, how has Necrons fared? Let's have a look at Necrons, shall we? Necrons.
The Chronomancer went down in points, 10 points.
Yeah.
The Reanimator went up 5 points. Doomsday Arcs went up 10. And then the third one goes up an additional 10. Lockhurst Destroyers, the 6-man units all went up. Lockhurst Heavy Destroyers, on the 3-man units went up. Necrosaur Amentar went up 10 points. He's an absolute monster, though, to be fair. Scorpec Lord went up on the 3rd. The Tesseract Vault earned 20 points on it top of itself, on all versions. The first one's 465, and the second and third ones are 485.
Jesus Christ.
The Silent King went up 20 points.
Oof.
Yeah.
They got a batter in.
Like the rest of your normal stuff has kind of stayed the same, but yeah, they got hit pretty hard.
They've got some changes to their core rules, apparently. I'm just trying to find them now. It's not easy to do in these fucking PDFs. The Shard of the Nightbringer. I love that fucking model. I want one.
We've got one.
I want one.
Oh.
So Reanimation Protocol Army Rule change 2. If your faction is Necrons, at the end of your command phase, each friendly unit with this ability that is on the battlefield activates its reanimation protocols. When the unit's reanimation protocols activate, that unit heals D3 wounds. Cool. So that still brings models back, I guess. Insanity's IR strat, Annihilation Legion. When your opponent's shooting phase, when an enemy unit that targeted a friendly, unengaged destroyer cult, Flag 1's unit has shot, that unit can make a surge move of D6. Awakened Dynasty's got a change to an enhancement where you can, once per battle, in your opponent's turn, if it's unengaged, you can place into strategic reserves. It has deep strike. It must make an ingress move in your next movement phase. Here's some changes that I've seen. Must make an ingress move in your next movement phase.
Yeah, so what's been happening is like you can... So I was just looking on the guard section. The only real like major rule is they added that to Gaunt's Ghost as well.
So what people could do is they could use these abilities to come off the battlefield and hold them there till turn 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And then bring them on. And that's not good, obviously, because the idea is you're not supposed to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So now if you uppy downy, you've got to downy basically the next time you can.
Yeah.
Which is I think, fine.
Um,
Protocol of the Eternal Revenant stratagem. At the end of the phase, set up the destroyed model on the battlefield unengaged and as close as possible to where it was destroyed. That model is not part of an attached unit, and its unit has a starting strength of 1. Okay, there you go. That's cool. Frames been added to a load of vehicles that have bases. The Chronomancer, Geomancer, Orokin the Diviner, the Plasmancer, the Psychomancer, the Technomancer. So all of the Cryptech models have changed from leader to support. And you could attach this model to one of the above units, even if one Royal Warden or Noble unit has already been attached to it. If you do, and that Bodyguard unit is destroyed, the leader units attached to it become separate units with their own original starting strength. I don't think that's how it works now. That seems like counterproductive that last bit seems wrong. That seems like a 10th edition ruling.
Say that again.
So it says, so now Cryptechs are all support. You can attach the model to one of the above units, even if a Royal Warden or Noble has already been attached to it.
Yeah.
It then says, if you do, and that Bodyguard unit is destroyed, the leader units attached to it become separate units with their original starting strength.
Yes, that's done on purpose.
But in 11th edition, when you attach a unit, they become a unit.
Yeah. So what happens is that the same thing they did for Sororitas as well, where if you precision out the Hospitator, she becomes her own individual unit. Otherwise, what can happen is you can reanimate the character, and then the character just mass reanimates everyone in the unit. So it's to remove a bit of a feel bad rule where you're working really hard to try and kill this unkillable unit, and then they just start popping loads of models back. Because you now can't reanimate or use heal abilities to bring characters back into units.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so having rules where the Chronomancer can just pop back in and then go, have an extra D3 models back in the unit kind of attitude. It's basically the simplest fix for bullshit.
So the Command Barge gained Noble, its resurrection ability changed, as did the Locust Lord, Overlord, their resurrection abilities changed. It's all about healing now instead of you cannot resurrect more than 1 unit per turn, blah, 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 right? When a unit resurrects, that unit's going to... Once per battle, at the end of any phase, you can use this ability. If you do, select up to 1 friendly infantry Necron mounted unit within 6 unit, that unit resurrects. When a unit resurrects, that unit's reanimation protocols activate, but that unit heals D6 wounds instead of D3 wounds. You cannot resurrect more than 1 unit per turn. Cool. So you can't use multiple resurrection orbs, right? The first word in the section is remove. In what section? Oh, remove. You can attach 1. Okay, so it's not that then. So it is still a single unit. Remove, you can attach 1 model from it. So you can't attach them to Royal Wardens or Nobles anymore. Oh, they're support. They have that anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cleaner. Thank you, Narek. You're a legend. Transcendent Catan, he can advance. The advanced move has no maximum distance. This unit can move through all types of models. After moving, this unit must be more than 8 inches horizontally from all friendly units. That's his transdimensional ability. Night Scythes gain Deep Strike. Ophidian Destroyers change their tunneling ability. If it's unengaged, you can use it to place into strategic reserves. And guess what? You must make an ingress move straight afterwards. So I think they're all... That's interesting though. So if the red is removed, that means they don't become separate units.
Yeah.
So they can still resurrect characters. Where's that change happened?
I think that's a core. It's like one of the weird core rules changes.
Back to the downloads. Maybe it's an event companion thing.
Let's check.
It doesn't seem to be in the event companion. But thankfully, the event companion is only a casual 93 pages. Super helpful. Cool. Oh my God, B. Samsico, thank you so much for 5 gifted memberships. People have remembered that gifted members is a thing, Joe.
Oh. I hope that I hope that you get a lifetime subscription to the National Trust.
Strong. We're on 17 members, chat.
Under characters.
We're week or members for a show with half an hour left. If you really want to support the show and you love what we do here and you want to keep Joe and I in jobs, think about chucking a single member at us. If every single person in the chat gifted a single member at $4.99, we'd hit the daily target in just this show alone. And that would be insane. And we'd be very grateful and we'd love you very much. So, what's your overall take on the new Monitor and Field Manual? I like it at the moment. I was a bit frustrated that it was more difficult to find. It's not that hard to find, though. You can literally Google Munitorum and it comes up. I much prefer go into faction, look at points changes, come back out, go into different faction, look at points changes. I also prefer the fact that the way it's laid out includes things like dispositions and stuff like that. I think it's just a huge improvement. The field manual, where is it? I just think it's better. The way it's color coordinated, the way it's laid out, I'm a big fan of it, actually. The fact that it gives you what things they can lead inside the field manual, big fan.
I hear it. So stay down. Elsewhere, there have been a series of amendments to specific rules, interactions, characters, and healing in units has been changed. A slain character that is able to revive now returns on its own as a unit of one, rather than returning as part of their unit. This puts the reins on the much feared unkillable super death block of Necron warriors that have been roaming around the last few weeks. Now at least you have counterplay. Wipe out the unit and the character, and at least one model and only one model returns. Healing still remains powerful ability, but not quite the game-breaking gotcha it was threatening to be in some combinations. Also, I wanted to talk about...
Well, I want to say thank you to PJ Tank and Evan for 1 gifted membership each. You're amazing. And thank you, Luke Piewalker, for 5 gifted memberships.
I want to talk about guard points.
After you've given Luke Piewalker his hope?
For 5?
Yeah.
I hope that you get a magical mini fridge that just refills whatever you want.
Amazing.
All Baneblade variants have gone down 35 points. You can now fit 5 Baneblade variants in one army.
They also re-released it so I need to check this, right? They also re-released it. So it went off the website.
Yeah.
Because I sent you that screenshot, didn't I, of it going, and you got really upset. And they reboxed it. So my rep on Monday was like, "Oh yeah, we've reboxed the Bane. Have you got any Baneblades?" I was like, "Yeah, we've got a couple. We've reboxed them. Do you want any more?" I was like, "No, we've got a few. It's fine." Yeah. So basically, we've reboxed them, and he said they've taken out a sprue. We took out a sprue that let you build the Fortress of Redemption because you didn't need all the extra sponsons and turrets. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
So have they taken out the second? Because basically the original Baneblade came with one set of sponsons on each side. Does that mean that they've removed? Because then I think they put into the box another sprue, so you could put a second set of sponsons on.
So all I can think of is they removed that extra sprue, which means now the tank can take 4 sponsons and they give you 2, which was the original problem.
Yeah. But have they made it cheaper?
Of course they haven't. There's no way. I haven't looked, but there's no way.
Yeah. Does anyone in chat know?
It just seems like that's the odd way around to do it. We've removed the sprue that everyone used nowadays because you can have 4 sponsons. If that's what they've removed, I haven't got a new box to open up to see what the difference is. So I couldn't tell you. But yeah, you can now take 5 Baneblades, chat, if that's what you wanted to do.
But like, maybe you should
sick.
ask for another Baneblade box just so we can check.
Maybe I should, yeah.
Yeah, so all Baneblades went down. The Cadian command squad went down 5. The Centaur and the Chimeras both went down 10 points. A lot of transports went down. Yarrick went down 10 points. He's down 120. Kasakin went down 10 points. They're now 105, which is very good. Krieg Command Squad went down 5. The Lehman Russ Tank Commander went down 20. He's now 215. He's still not worth it. The Lehman Russ Demolisher went down to 180. Lehman Russes just aren't good.
Do sponsons cost on Lehman Russes now, or are they?
No, Lehman Russes don't. I would like to see the multi-melters be 5 points and they reduce the cost of the Lehman Russes again.
Reasonable. Reasonable, okay.
Oh, it's more expensive, apparently. So they've removed the brew, it's more expensive.
Rory, thank you for 10 gifted memberships.
Thank you, Rory. I hope that you get all you can eat Chinese for dinner tonight.
Oh, that sounds great. I've got a microwave meal.
Oh.
It is Chinese.
It's close enough.
But because I've got the boys, so that I had to get microwave meals for them. My eldest, he was like, "Is it okay if I have that one?" I was like, "Yeah, fine." Why? Well, it's £3.70 or something for a microwave meal. I was like, "Yes, okay, don't worry about it, monster." And then I picked it up. I was like, "Jesus Christ!" He went, "I did say it was expensive." I was like, "No, it's not the price. It's the fact that it says serves 2. It's a fucking giant tray of pasta bake."
Lovely.
He's following after you, Joe. There.
Good.
Yeah.
The Toruks went down 10 points. Aquilans went down. Scions went down on the 10-man squads. It's mental. So Scions and the Scion command squad all got cheaper. Tempestus Aquilans also went down. I think Bridgehead might be coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tank commanders also got a rules nerf too. Lehman Russ tank commanders.
Yeah, no one's
Apparently
taking
so.
him anyway, so don't panic.
Thank you, Rory, for 10 gifted memberships. Do you want to give Rory a hope? I fucking love
I
Rory.
just gave him one already.
Oh, did you do it?
Yeah.
Did you? Okay. He also, thank you for the $5. He says, tax for missing loads of shows at Hobby House for Drop Fleet this weekend. Much love.
Oh.
I am popping in at some point. When are you in, Rory? Because I want to come and give you a big hug. Thank you, PJ, for the $2. They did both the 1,000 Suns Defiler points and rules.
Yeah. I think it lost its feel no pain.
Did it? I think Defiler's taking a battering is probably reasonable. I always hate the double change. If you're going to nerf the rules, maybe don't touch the points. If you're going to smash the points, maybe don't touch the rules. Because change management, if you make double changes, you have no idea which one's having the more impactful impact. You don't know. And they could cancel each other out. It just seems like an odd choice. Make one change, see how it sells. Narek, thank you for the €2. World Eaters are probably the winner of the update.
Oh, World Eater's got loads of point changes.
Do you want to take us through them? You got the field manual still open?
Hang on. They are last. Angron went down 20 points. The both Predators went down 5 points. The Rhino went down. Terminators went down 10 points. And on the 5-man and the 10-man unit came down 20 points. The Defilers went up 10. 8-bound came down 10 points on the 3, 15 points on the 6 for both units of 8-bound. The Forge Fiend came down 20 points to 140. Berserkers came down 10 points to 170. The Juggernaut Lord came down 10 points. Lord Invocatus came down 10 points. The Mauler Fiend came down 10 points.
Jesus Christ.
So across the board, all points decreases. The Rhino came down. Blood Crushers went up 10 points. But that's a crossover from the Demons because everyone was just running 18 Blood Crushers. They're very, very good.
There's a lot of points drops there.
Yeah. Tyranids, basically Maliceptor, Neuro Tyrant, Toxic Queen.
This is fun.
Yeah.
Hey, Tortured Soul, welcome to Scald Tier memberships.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Black Templars had no rules changes, really, but Grimaldus came down 10 points. The Crusade Ancient came down 5 points. He's now 40 points. Emperor's Champion came down 10 points. He's now 90. The Execrator came down 10 points. He's now 50. High Marshal Helbret came down 10 points to 110. The Impulsor came down to 75. The Marshal's changed because he was... The first one was like 80. The second one was 85. And the third one was 90. They've now changed it. So the first and second are 80. And the third one is 90.
Emperor's Children. Is the Emperor's Children changes, Jay?
The
Rhino's all got 10 points cheaper for Emperor's Children until you go to the 4th unit plus, they go back up to 80. Fulgrim 10 points cheaper. Lucius 10 points cheaper. Mauler Fiend's 10 points cheaper. Sorcerer's 5 points cheaper. Sexy Hellbane 25 points cheaper. The only thing that went up in the Emperor's Children list was the Defiler, plus 10 points for the first unit, plus 20 points for the second unit art plus, and then the same for the weapon upgrades. So they're eating okay. It's not great
it's
changes.
Only if you're taking Fulgrim, Lucius, and 2 Rhinos, you're getting 40 points. It's okay.
Yeah, it's not the greatest, right? If you already had like 20, 30 points spare, maybe you can squeeze another unit in, which is good. Tau, broadsides went up for the 3 models, but Commander Farsight went down. Commander Farsight is now 70 points.
Because he's toilet.
Is he?
Yeah, he's not very good.
The Devilfish down 10 points. Ghost Kills up for the 3rd plus. And up for the Cyclic Ironraker. Hammerheads went up 10. Pathfinder's up 5. Riptides up 10 for 1 and 2. Up another 10 for the 3rd. And the Iron Accelerator up 5 for plus 25 points. Storm Surges went up 15 points. The Twin Lance went up 15 points. The Twin Lance is now 220 points. Weren't they like 160 on release?
I think they were cheaper.
Nonetheless, they've gone up.
They were insane.
They've gone up a mad amount of points, considering like it just proves how fucking mad it was. Dumb question: how do you get a gifted membership? Is it random? So as long as you've got accept gifted memberships turned on, and when anyone gifts a membership, if someone gift 5 now, you should have a little button underneath that says allow gifts.
Yeah.
If you've got allow gifts turned on, it won't show allow gifts because it's already turned on. But make sure that allow gifts is turned on, right? Once allow gifts is turned on, then by interacting in the channel and in a specific type of channel with a specific type of keywords, you can be gifted memberships for that channel, and it is then picked at random, right? That being said, also, it can randomly assign you a gifted membership from any channel that is related to content that you've been engaging with. So I've had people who aren't subscribers to the channel who have been receiving a gifted membership, who have come into the chat and got gifted a membership for this channel, thought I'd come and have a look, and have stayed viewers. So when I say to you people that gifteds are so important, there's so many reasons, right? First of all, that 88% of our income is memberships and gifted memberships. 88%. We don't really do anything on Super Chats anymore. It's mostly just gifted memberships. So that's the first part. It helps the streams. The second membership gifting starts rolling through, I watch the viewer figures come up, because at that point, YouTube goes, this stream's popular, let's push it out to more people. And then, like I've just said, random people who have no idea who the fuck we are can come and find us. It improves our discoverability. It potentially brings in new viewers. I think that's amazing. So for anyone who's gifting, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're amazing. It's really fucking important to us. So Tau didn't really make massive changes, to be fair. Space Wolves, Arjak went down, Iron Priest went down, Logan Grimnar is now only 100 points.
Jesus.
Nigel went down 10 points. Ragnar went down 10, he's only 90 points now. Wolfguard Terminators went up for the 3rd unit only. Wolf Scouts went down, Aggressors went down. They are doing okay.
Yeah, Space Wolves
eating good.
are doing good.
Fucking Logan and Arjak going down 10 points each seems mental to me.
Well, it means that like you could get some more enhancements on your other characters, or it's not me.
Logan Grimnar is now the same amount of points as Lord Marshal Dreer was.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
It's fucking mad, isn't it? Blood Angels saw no changes at all. Sisters, Sacrosancts went up for the 3rd plus. Dominions down. Hospitals down, Imagifiers down, Immolators down, Junith and Intransiafe down. More Than Val went up 15. Repentia down, Seraphim down, Sisters Novitiate down. They're doing okay. They haven't done too badly there at all.
Inceptors have been removed as 6-man units for their divergent chapters.
Thank you, Triant, by the way, for the one gifted membership. You're a legend.
Thank you.
What a fucking hero.
Is that right?
We're on 37 members, chat. 37.
Where is it? Intercessor Squad.
Joe's looking, chat. He's looking for you. Orcses. Let's have a look at Orcses, since we're all really into Orcses at the moment. Dakar rigs went up 15. Shock attack guns went up 80. Went up to 80 for second plus units. Boys went up plus 10 for 20 models. Of course they did. Gretchen went up across the board.
Inceptors are still 3 and 6 mans for Blood Angels.
Are they? Pain Boys up 10, of course. Pain Boss up 10, of course. Mech up 10. Trucks down for the single model to 55. War Boss up 10. So all the shit that everyone was spamming up. Bunch of factions have changed its positions as well. Yeah. We've caught that at least. This is one of the things that making the dispositions digital only is one of the things I do quite like, because they can then tweak them. So like Joe was saying before, Eldari Warhost was Purge the Foe. Eldari find Purge the Foe a little bit more difficult than others because they die a lot. And their killing power, their power is in their speed and maneuverability more than their actual killing ability.
So Blood Angels have got the 6-man. Black Templars only have 3-man Inceptor squads.
That's odd, isn't it?
Interesting. Let me check Dark Angels.
That sounds like it's not an intended change then. And then, so they don't really have the killing ability, so they've changed it to reconnaissance, which I think, as an Eldar player, makes me happy.
Blood Angels, Dark Angels only have 3-man options. Space Wolves. Thank you, Escape.
Any change to Deadly Demise, do Weird Boys still explode the entire unit they join?
Yeah, and Space Wolves only get 3-man units as well. That's weird. Let me check the...
What do you mean about Weird Boys Escape? What's that talking about? I don't know where the App Store is. I'll do it on this one. I don't know if my app 40k app on here is updated. So let's go to Orcses. Reference, Orcses. Codex, datasheets, Weird Boys. Weird Boy. Abilities, Deadly Demise D3. While this model's leading unit, I want the strength damage characteristics because this model's a headbanger weapon for every 5 models in that unit. But while that unit contains 10 or more models, that weapon has the hazardous ability. I don't understand. Already turned on. There we go. So you could get gifted one, and then you'll get into Discord.
Yeah, it's actually Inceptor Squad 125 for 3 or 250 for 6. Black Templars, Dark Angels, Death Watch, Space Wolves, all intentionally turned.
That seems odd. Do you think then the ones that have got 6 left, was that Blood Angels got 6 left?
Yeah.
Do you think that's intentional or a mistake? They've missed one.
Well, I suppose Black Templars, Dark Angels, Death Watch, and Space Wolves aren't Codex compliant factions, right? Whereas Blood Angels are.
Talking of weird, why can't we take heavy bolter eradicators and units of 6 like the Melter Brothers? I don't know. Weird choices going on. PJ, thank you for the one gifted. Trying to snipe CRG motors. That's amazing.
I think the 3-man units on the heavies is a very specific balancing mechanic, right? Because the 3 heavy bolter eradicators, they famously have 3 shots each. If you shoot a 5-man squad, they go to 4 shots each. If they shoot a 10-man squad, they go to 5 shots each. So maths-wise, that's 15 shots on 3. which means a 6-man unit versus a 10-man squad would have 30 heavy bolter shots with sustained. You know?
Yeah, I didn't realise this.
What?
Weird boys, right? They have deadly demise D3.
Yeah.
They can attach to boys.
Yeah.
You can put them in a unit of 20 boys.
Yeah.
Deadly demise D3 is a core ability that says this ability always takes the form Deadly Demise X. Each time a model in this unit is destroyed,
Oh.
after the unit's embarked within it, so if you put a weird boy in 20 boys and you kill a single boy, he could deadly demise, and he could deadly demise for D3, which could kill up to 3 more boys, who would all then deadly demise.
Yeah. Lord Anesia says if they don't get the +1 to wound on the oath, they aren't codex compliant. But Blood Angels narratively are codex compliant on how they build that, because they still go through the 10 company system. That obviously they have their own elite jump pack infantry, but the army composition is still based on the Adeptus Astartes, whereas Deathwatch, Dark Angels, Space Wolves, and Black Templars do not build their chapter to Codex Astartes ruling. So I imagine that's why the Inceptors are a 3, not a 6.
For Tale of 4 Orcs, I desperately want a weird boy and 20 boys now.
Yeah. What, so that they all explode?
Just because I think it's fucking so orc. It's just fucking one boy dies. Just fucking goes off. It's fucking great. I don't think that's as intended, but that's how it reads, and I'm here for it, to be honest with you. Amazing.
And
amazing.
the range of that deadly demise is
6 inches from the
6
unit, I
inches.
guess. No, it'd be 6 inches from the model that blows up.
Yeah, but I think if you deadly demise in a unit, you don't affect your own unit. Because it does it to all units within 6. Because would an orc boy deadly demising then create a chain reaction within his own unit?
I kind of hope so. I think so, but I don't know.
Yeah.
That's fucking great. Luke, thank you for the $10. He says, one more game for your list, Joe. Helldivers 2 times Warhammer 40k.
Yeah,
stuff
I was
revealed.
talking about this the other day that when the crossover comes out, I'll play it. But I am tempted to play it sometime soon anyway, because I logged in, got all the... Last time I played was when they did the ODST Halo crossover. I logged in, spent all my in-game beans on getting all the Halo stuff, and then didn't touch it again after playing for a day. And it is a great game. It is wonderful.
Yeah. I have never played Helldivers. I always thought it looked like the best Warhammer game that wasn't Warhammer, if I'm honest.
So I've had this discussion with other people where Helldivers is so coded to 40k as an aesthetic in its entirety that there was a rumor floating around that it was going to be a 40k game and then wasn't. Right, and that got taken away, and it wasn't and then like the Imperium was just changed for the Galactic Alliance, whatever it is for, and it's very Starship Troopers-esque in its way, but I don't think it would have been as successful as it has been if it was 40k.
Oh, really? Why?
Yeah, because 40k is a very specific aesthetic, whereas like the success of Helldivers was very much based on its tongue-in-cheek narrative.
Okay.
You don't get because if Helldivers 2 was a 40k game, obviously it wouldn't be Helldivers 2; it'd be something else entirely. So the tongue-in-cheek atmosphere, the whole idea of like, you know, the whole like for liberty and kind of like it only really works as its own thing. And like in the early days, you had like Manevalon Creek, which is like where you're fighting the robots, just an unwinnable war. And there's like veterans that played it in the early days, were like, you weren't there, you don't understand kind of thing. I don't think it would have been nearly as successful because the 40k universe is much more miserable.
It's a lot more serious.
Like, no Imperial Guardsman is excited to die for the Emperor.
No.
Whereas Helldivers are just throwing themselves out.
Yeah.
Also, narratively, every Helldiver essentially in the game is assigned their own spaceship.
Okay.
Like, so the Galactic Alliance in Helldivers is so flush with cash, every infantryman has his own starship. But they just throw themselves as these meat grinders and just die over and over and over and over again. It's mental.
Someone should tell Joe about Kriegers. They've got a point there.
But Kriegers aren't excited to die. They're the narrative for Kriegers is that every death is an atonement. It's a payment back to the Imperium based on the lives they wasted in their own internal war on their planet. They're not excited to die. They're just
Prepared
have to die. They're prepared to die.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
my death is a fee paid back into the Imperium. They're all miserable. They're all really depressed. Whereas Helldivers are excited to just mass murder and then die.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Reasonable. B. Samsico, thank you for the yellow one. Have I missed you guys' thoughts on the absolute battering Chaos Space Marines got this balance update? They did get a bit of a shoe-in, didn't they? I didn't think they were that fucking good anyway. I think it was Defilers were carrying a lot of the shoulder weight.
Yeah.
And I think that some of the reactions, I don't think Abaddon needed to go up. I think that's an overreaction.
Yeah.
Abaddon struggles anyway, I think. You know, Vashtor going up 15 seems like a bit of an overreaction. I don't know. I just the problem wasn't Abaddon. The problem wasn't Vashtor, because otherwise they would have been going up throughout 10th edition. The problem was fucking Defilers. That was the problem. And I don't know. I'm looking at Nazdrag and some of the rules that they've showcased, and I'm looking at the bike man, the jumpy bike man that he's got, that Tom's got, and his rules, and I'm like, are we now actually entering a realm of release mental rules for a new model to sell as many as we possibly can? Because we've joked about it before. This feels like the worst. Wazdaka Gutsmech, Nazdrag, fucking Defilers. Yeah, I would go even as far as say that points related, the Twin Lance, obviously, points rated, Exodite's almost look like an auto take.
No, I won't agree with you, because the Tyranid Warrior Prime was terrible on release.
He was, yeah.
The Votan Berserker Man was released. I've not heard a peep out of them.
No.
Right?
My brother suggested that Votan were the faction he wouldn't care if they got deleted.
I think Votan players would feel the same. Right? Like, I've never met a happy Votan player.
Yeah.
No Votan player has been excited to be there.
Victrix, Honor Guard, yeah.
Yeah, Victrix were fucking but then, like, you look at when a codex gets released with new models in it, and you're like, like, look at the Drakari codex came out, and that was.
I just think that more recently, because the Tyranid Prime and the Votan Man were before, I think more recent releases are now, we're just seeing fucking mental rules.
Like, Commissar Yarrick came out, and he was very good, and then his rules got changed before he was even released.
Yeah, he was
and
mental
good.
good.
And then he just became bad very quickly. What else came out at that time? Like, Huron, very, very good. His infiltrating units, meh. The Lord, the Red Corsair Lord, not great.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to go backwards in time now.
What are you going to play tonight, Joe? Chat, by the way, we're on 38 of the finest members. What are you going to play tonight? I'm going to run Elves. I want to run Eldar. That's what I'm keen to run.
I'm kind of torn between. I thought about running maybe Chaos Space Marines.
Yeah.
Because they've not been on for a while. Dark Angels haven't been on for a while. Drakari haven't been on for a while. I'd be quite tempted to run Drakari.
Well, depending on what you pick. Next time I play on the channel, I'm going to probably run Dark Angels.
If you want to run Dark Angels next time, I'll go. Chat Chaos Space Marines or Drakari.
Yeah,
go. They fixed Imperial Agents, by the way.
Did they? How have they fixed Imperial Agents?
Well, all of the Imperial Agents detachments famously all came out as 3 DP. Now they've got 4 2T DP detachments. Imperialis Fleet, Ordo Hereticus, Ordo Malus, and Ordo Xenos detachments are all 2 DP, and they get access to the Veiled Blade Assassination Force, which is 1 DP. And the Assassination Force is Disruption. Imperialis is Reconnaissance. Ordo Hereticus is Taking Hold. Ordo Malleus Demon Hunters is Priority Assets. And Ordo Xenos is now Purge the Foe. Because that's what they like to do.
Purge the foe.
The Deathwatch kill teams are there to purge.
Yeah.
You know?
Purge the heretic.
Everyone's saying Drakari, so I'll do Drakari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drakari sounds like a plan.
I really want to do an Imperial Agents Force.
Do you?
It's something I've always wanted to do since the book came out. But like, I didn't want to use the old Deathwatch kill team. But we've got a new Deathwatch kill team, haven't we now?
Which is sexy.
It's super sexy.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to live in a world where I just take 60 of those and a bunch of assassins. And I think that'd look sick.
It would look sick. 100%.
Yeah. I'm also listening to The Hive at the moment.
Yeah.
Which is the new Dan Abnett book. And that's got maximum justice policemen in it. So...
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jacob, for the $5. He says, Agents, let's go. We are real. Screw the haters. Which is probably why you weren't looking at Agents, I guess. We've caught up. We're only on 38 members, Joe. I know they spaffed a load on... Oh, no, I lied. We're on 39 members, Joe. Thank you, Michael.
Also, the Eversaw Assassin came down 10 points. He's 100 now. The Grey Knight Terminator Squad came down 15 to 175. The Rhino went down to 65. The Inquisitorial Chimera came down to 60. The Sisters of Battle Immolator came down to 90. The Deathwatch Kill Team... The 10-man unit came down to 190. The Eversaw Assassin came down to 110. The Sisters of Battle Squad is now 110. And the Watchmaster is now 95. Ooh-wee.
Nathan Slipknot says, but wasn't the problem that they couldn't be played at 1,000 points? But now they let you take 1 3 detachment point at 1,000 points solves that. Yeah, but do they have a 1 detachment point detachment?
Now they do, yeah.
So they can. So now you can take 2 detachments with Deathwatch, with Imperial Agents, which you couldn't do before. Before you only got 1. And although every faction has 3 detachment points detachments, they also have access to 2 and 1 detachment point detachments, so people can craft their detachments. They can have 1 2 DP, 1 1 DP. Imperial Agents couldn't do that; they could only have 1. And now they've changed it, so you get 1 detachment point detachment plus you get one of the 2 ones that you can choose from. So it has been improved. You're right though; the 1,000 point problem was solved with the you can pick a 3 DP detachment for 1,000 points.
I'm going to check the Imperial Agents because I'm pretty sure the Imperial Agents Assassin detachment, if you took it, you had to put the upgrades on the Assassin.
You did used to, yeah. I don't know if you still do.
Which was like...
Spenny.
It's pretty mental.
There's mad points.
Where are Imperial Agents?
Thank you, Michael, by the way, for the 1 gift of membership. Chat, we're on 39 members. We're 1 away from 40, 11 away from 50. And obviously 61 away from our target. So if you love the content and you think Joe is a beautiful human being and a national treasure who must be protected at all costs, wave your member in his face.
Oh, you still have to pay the points. When mustering your army, each official assassinorum unit from your army has the relevant extremis ability shown on the right. You must increase the points cost of each of those. And they are like insanely overpointed.
Jacob says they've come down a lot. Thank you, Jacob, for the 1 gift of membership as well.
I mean, the assassins have come down,
We're on 40.
but
Legends. You're all sexy. All of you.
but like the enhancements, you're like, I don't really want them, thank you.
Are they bad? Are the enhancements bad? Or are they?
They are like the embodiment of meh, right? So the Vindica Assassin for 45 points, his sniper rifle is anti-monster, anti-vehicle 4+ for 45 points.
Well, they're all saying the enhancements have come down massively. Is that right?
Unless they've hang on.
Oh, you're not looking at MFM, are you? Let me do the MFM bit. Imperial Agents, yeah?
Yeah, because it's
What's the enhancement called?
hang on.
Micro melter rounds minus 25 points. It's now 20 points.
Oh, okay. So right.
Okay, this is better.
Right. We're going somewhere. So decoy targets on here is 40.
Minus 25 points. It's now 15.
Okay. Esoteric explosives.
Minus 30 points. It's now just 10.
Right, because that one basically means that when the Caluxus Assassin uses his grenade strat, his goes off on 3s instead of 4s.
Yeah. 10
Um,
points for that now.
Intranial biotech.
Minus 20 points down to 15.
Oh. And that gives the Eversaur Assassin heroic intervention.
So for all 4 enhancements, it's just 60 points now.
Because before it was 4, 8, 12. It's 160 points.
It's now just 60.
Yeah.
It's 100 points less to run the 4 in that attachment. It's a whole assassin cheaper.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
And then they've changed the Calidus Assassin, changed acrobatic escapability to end of the fight phase. If the unit is engaged, this unit can make a fallback move of up to D6. That's not great. Because if you roll a 2, you can't get out of engagement range. At the end of your opponent's turn, if this unit is more than 3 inches from all enemy units, you can use this ability. If you do, place that unit in strategic reserve. This unit can make an ingress move. It must make an ingress move in your next turn. So she's much less good now.
What about the Collector? My favourite. The Brain Man. He's my faves.
My favourite is the there's type assassins in here because I rate the Vindica now.
Do you?
Yeah.
Because precision.
So
Mr. CRG Motors is still grey in chat, and he's got gifted memberships turned on team.
The Vindica Assassin,
Yeah.
he ignores lone operative and he gets plus 15 on detection range. So he can basically see 30 inches all the time. Or 18.
He can see
18.
If he's
So
30.
His sniper rifle is 1 shot, hitting on a 2, ignores cover, precision, dev wounds, strength 8, AP 3, D3 plus 3. So when he goes anti-monster, anti-vehicle, 4+, he's just doing D3 plus 3 damage to every monster and vehicle he shoots. Shield Breaker, once per battle, he can do this twice in the Assassin detachment. When it sets a target with the model's Exodus rifle, it can fire a Shield Breaker round. If it does, until the end of the phase, each time this model makes an attack with that weapon, add 1 to the wound roll, and any successful wound roll causes a critical wound.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Straight into devs.
Yeah. So it basically now, because of how terrain is as well, if he can see something, it's dead.
Well, not if it's got 8 wounds.
If not, if it's got 8 wounds. But if it's got 6... If it's got 4 wounds, it's very dead. If it's 5 wounds, it's probably dead. You know,
if it's 6 wounds, it might get lucky.
Yeah. I think he's very, very good.
He's 125 points now as well.
Yeah, the Eversaur Assassin.
Come on, chat. Throw your things at us.
He's move 9 with advance and charge.
Yeah.
Once per battle,
I like the Eversaw as well. He's a cool model.
it just auto advance 6 and adds. It's basically got a blitz move. So it goes to move 15 and it adds +3 attacks. So it goes to 9 attacks, hitting on 2, strength 5, AP 2, damage 2. Anti-infantry 3 plus precision, sustained hits 3.
Fucking hell!
It just goes,
Jesus Christ!
It just goes in and just absolutely.
He's an
nukes.
Imperial Solitaire.
Yeah.
Thank you, Saint Man, for the one gifted membership. We're on 41. You fucking legend.
And he's Deadly Demise D3, Low Nop Scout 9.
Got all the rules.
Um,
He blows up. He self-destructs if he gets killed.
yeah.
That's kind of cool. I like
He's
that.
110 points.
I like that a lot. I like it a lot.
I do rate the Caluxus Assassin.
Yeah. The Caluxus is my favourite model of assassin. I don't know what the rules are like. It was always anti-psyker stuff, which I
Anti-Psyker 2 plus, Psychic Assassin.
He used to like hurt psykers by being nearby. Like,
oh, each time you select a psyche unit as the target of this weapon, until those attacks are resolved, change the attacks characteristic of his weapon to 6. So versus a psyker, he gets 6 shots hitting on 2s, anti-psyker 2 plus -2 D3 damage.
okay.
And he's got a 2-up feel no pain versus psychic attacks.
Double okay. Robert Shepherd, thank you for the one gifted membership. We're on 42. He's also 85 points to collect, so he's super cheap.
Yeah.
So he's a good little loan-up character to go and do stuff.
We need to update this app as well, because all the points are wrong in here.
Yeah, we have to update both apps.
Yeah, I like the assassins. I think they're cool.
I turned auto updates off on these devices because then it meant that if we were taking them to events and the rules changed the day beforehand and the event wasn't using them, they were relevant.
Yeah, I think the assassins are cool.
I shall quickly fix. Assassins are cool. Imperial Agents finally actually might be a bit more playable. I don't know if they're going to see a massive increase in their win rate.
I think if you've got access to 4 half-decent low nops and some decent infantry, I think they're in a good-ish place.
Update.
Maybe when you guys all do orcs, I'll just do Death Watch. Just 60 Death Watch.
I mean, it would be narratively cool
Yeah.
if it wasn't for the fact that I love the idea of your pig army.
I do want to do the pig army.
Updated.
What are your thoughts on the Space Wolf change? Good.
Yeah,
I continue to want to do a Space Wolf army.
I think Ragnar Logan and Arjak all going down 10 points is mad. I think. I think that's insane.
Did they get a points? Did they get any rules changes?
I just think that they are already solid units at solid cost. Logan Grimnar being 100 points is fucking insanely cheap, in my opinion, for what he gives you and what he does and how good he is. At the moment, toughness 6 Wolfguard Terminators with Arjak and Logan are quite popular. So for them to get cheaper, and what we said earlier, right? We were looking at different armies, and I can't remember which one was the one we read out the points for. And Joe went, basically everything anyone's taking has got more expensive, which is normally GW's MO, right?
Yeah.
We see that for Chaos Space Marines, these are the units that are being taken. For Eldar, these units are being taken. So because they're the only units being taken, we're going to up their points to make them slightly less compelling and maybe bring other units in as an option because they're now more points efficient for whatever it is you want them to do, the job that they want them to do. But for Space Wolves, and I know it's only characters, but for Space Wolves, they've gone, cool, these are the units everyone's taking, we're going to make them cheaper. And that seems like an odd choice. So I think they're in a good place.
I think because Space Wolves aren't really setting the world on fire at the moment, are they?
They're not, no, granted. Although they did get quite far into Tacoma, didn't they?
Yeah.
With 20 or 30 Wolfguard Terminators.
30 Wolfguard Terminators.
See? No way that you're not telling me that list didn't have Logan and Arjak. I bet it had Logan, Arjak, and a Terminator Captain leading.
So I wrote a similar list, which is 30 assault terminators for Imperial Fists using the Lysander detachment, because that's 2 DP. But that also buffs Vanguard vets, Blade Guard and stuff. Because then you can take the jump detachment, which then makes the Vanguard vets in that detachment really good. But you've then got in that detachment, you've then got 2 bricks of 10 Terminators that are both -1 to be wounded, but they're OC3. It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
OC3 Terminators in take and hold. Just -1. You're like,
get off of this objective.
Yeah.
No, I'm staying here. OC3, I don't think you ever need more than OC3, really.
no.
I think
But
OC3 is
The
solid.
moment you, and because of the banners in the Terminator units, the moment you kill one Terminator, the whole Terminator unit goes to hitting on 2s.
That's
And
not
if you
bad,
do
is it?
somehow kill half the unit, they get +1 to wound on top.
Not bad.
Just get
What's
better.
your standout changes for this data set then, Joe? Thing you like the most, thing you hate the most?
I like that so Guard got a lot of points decreases on units you want to take anyway. So Kassakin getting cheaper, they're my faves. All the Baneblades getting cheaper, they're really, really good. A pleasant surprise was Von Ryan's going very cheap.
15 points down for 6 is a lot, right?
105 points for 6
It's decent.
is decent. It's like 315 points for 18 Von Ryans. That's pretty good. Like the fact that they can all infiltrate as well.
Yeah.
In a time when Orcs just got a detachment where you can give 60 Orc boys scout, you're like, you can stay in your deployment. Thank you very much, sir.
You can take your scout and shove it up your fucking arse.
Yeah. And if they go second, if you go second versus them, they charge you. Von Ryans have fight first. So if they charge 2 units of Von Ryans, you know you're getting to fight with at least one of them.
Yeah. Do Von Ryans have a reactive move as well if you get within range of them?
Yeah. And you can give them enhancement through the Lictor detachment where they can give them a reactive move, and they can heroically intervene for free.
Yeah. So you could pin them in, they get first turn, they move towards you, you fuck off back.
Yeah. And if you're taking Vanguard Invader, they all get advance and charge. They move 10. So you can be on their back line turn 1.
Love it.
And
I'm here for it.
and if you're running lots of Gene Stealers, they scout 8. So you can literally have 30 Gene Stealers and 18 Von Ryans turn 1 in your opponent's deployment zone.
Backfired Prod says, Joe, please push play Drakari. Don't want to hear you injured entire night about how bad CSM is. And then he's a smiley face.
Yeah, but
Little tongue out winky
I
smiley face.
enjoy. I did write a chaos list that was like, I was like, can you make the battle shock mechanic work for them?
I think now you can. I think now Battle Shock's a lot more impactful than it was before.
Yeah.
So I think Battle Shock is more compelling now as a rule to build into than it ever was before.
In this Vanguard detachment for 2 CP, you can react twice. Yeah. So there's a 2 CP enhancement stratagem where 2 Vanguard Invader units can reactive move. So you could live in a world where 1 enemy unit moves within 8, and then you could have 5 units react backwards or forwards. It's like, just scatter.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
It's nice.
Cool.
We live in a groovy world.
What's your
right
least
now.
favourite change?
My least favourite change?
Chat, you can do the tell me. You can tell you can
Ab-
tell us your best
Just
and
the idea
worst.
that Abaddon got more expensive.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Like, and he's like, he himself is not good. His aura ability is great. And I've had this issue since the Codex came out, is Abaddon is not representative of who he is, you know? Abaddon does not reflect his own values.
No.
Because he is a wet paper bag of a character, but he makes everyone around him so much better.
Mm-hmm.
And it bugs me because he should be more like the Lion in the sense of he is just a mental powerhouse of a character who has some okay auras. That's what I'd like to see.
Okay. Cool. There you go. Right, chat. There you have it. The update is out. There is lots of stealth changes in the app. Keep your eyes peeled for little rule changes here and there. There is a ton of faction changes. They're not put in a single document. That, I think, for me, I think that is a mistake. I think they should be putting all of the balanced Dataslate stuff in a centralized document like they used to. I'm hoping this is just because it's the quick fire updates. And like Joe said, there's a lot of changes early on as they tweak and adjust. And when those changes start to calm down, I'd like to see it move over to a separate manual. Just because it means that I can go in there then and I can go, oh, what's happened to this rule that Tyranids have? Oh, I see the rule. And then I play Joe and he goes, here's my rule for Tyranids. I'm like, it's changed, mate, because I was able to read it in a single place. I don't want to have to go through every single fucking faction pack.
Why are the nucleoids, why are they broken? In your command phase, you can select up to 2 friendly Tyranids units within 18 inches of this unit. Until the start of the next command phase, the selected units are always considered to be within Synapse.
What's BS? A little broken in BS.
Battle shock?
No, it'd be a detachment. So a detachment is BS. Hey, Donk. I'm so sorry I didn't get down last Saturday. My weekend was chaos.
There is a detachment for BS.
Okay, I don't know what BS means then.
In Battle Shock, maybe they drop off before the Battle Shock step. Maybe that's intentional, like, but there are stratagems that key off of a unit being within Synapse range. So some stratagems in Invasion Fleet say that a unit gets a 6-up feel no pain, but if it is in Synapse range, it's got a 5-up feel no pain. And the same for like sustained hits and stuff like. So there are buffs to being within Synapse range that maybe like that's more of what the intention is.
Bullshit. No, it says in BS, broken in BS. I don't think it's bullshit is what it means. No problem, never any pressure. I hope the move went well. The move was okay. It was hard and it was stressful. It was emotional. It was draining. Tears were shed. I've moved though. And then yesterday I picked the kids up and I've got them for the first time for multiple days. So they'll be in here later because the internet at home isn't working properly. So I can't leave them yet with their fucking PlayStation and stuff so I can come to work. But yeah, I'm done and moved. So quite lonely on Tuesday morning, but you know, that's my life now. So thank you for asking. And next time you're down, give me a shout and I'll come in for a beer. It just wasn't possible this weekend. I was so busy. We had so much to do. My brother, who was on the show yesterday, who isn't a gym goer, he's not a sports person, he's not a particularly athletic build. Bless him, Friday and Saturday, he grafted to help me move. And it was hard, and I hurt myself repeatedly, hurt myself quite badly repeatedly. He was battered and bruised. It wasn't the easiest thing in the world. Moving our sofa and stuff out was horrible, but we did it. We're moved now, and we're back to focusing on getting this thing up and running again and trying to get you guys enthusiastic for the channel again, which I'm working on. We're working on getting there, all right? So hopefully it's getting back to feeling like its old self is what I'm hoping. I just sent an email to your Hobby House email about coming down sometime soon. I haven't looked at my Hobby House emails for a little while. I'll do that soon, thank you. So we are on 43 members, chat. Can we have a flurry of 7 in the last 5 minutes just to get me to 50 to halfway? Get us to 50, I should say, to halfway. And then we can go and get ready for this evening show. I'm going to bring that Wraith Knight. I'm going to bring Eldar. I think he's over there. I need to go and find him. Joe is going to bring Drakari. We'll have an elf off. Clean elves versus sex elves.
Yeah, I need to go through everything and remind myself what what we actually have for Drakari.
I thought you said he was carrying the lighter side of the sofa. He was carrying the lighter side of the sofa. He still hurt himself. He still grafted. For him, he grafted. He still sweated a bit. He's not used to that. So, you know. But he was still there. Sorry, BS was Battle Shock. It just notably changed versus 10th as the order changed. Seemed unintentional, and then add the points increases for Neurotyrant. I could be entirely wrong too. Interesting.
Well, I think the Neuro Tyrant points have gone up because of the Unleashed, like the Shadow and the Warp, like Unleash the Hive Mind kind of ability, because of the change to how Battle Shock works. That before in 10th edition, if a unit was over half strength, it would just immediately unbattle shock in the command phase. Whereas now they still have to take the battle shock tests.
Thank you, PJ Yeston, your legends.
I still would like to have seen a change to the leadership. So currently, when you do a battle shock test, if you're in synapse range, it's just still a normal leadership test unless you're unleashing the hive mind. Then it's -1. I'd like the aura to still continue to be -1 when they battle shock. I think that would be good.
I'm not around tomorrow, mate, I'm afraid. Thank you wonderful two human beings for one gift of membership each. I think what we'll do this evening, Joe, is we'll do the same giveaway where if you gift 5 of them, you get an entrance into a giveaway competition. I think we'll do that. Biggie, Plumby Plum, thank you for one gifted each.
Thank you.
Legends. 46. 4 to go.
Oh, my bum.
Yeah, I think we'll do that later. I think we'll go, if it's 5 gifted or more, I'll save your name to a spreadsheet and we'll do a giveaway. I need to sort Deeks' one out because he wants Hobby House credit and I don't know how we do that or if we can do that.
They not do a voucher?
Not sure if you have seen Total War Warhammer 40k is having a Steam soon showing off gameplay. A stream?
I did not know that. I'll have a look.
Thank you, Snakey, for the one gift membership. Legends 47.
Yeah, the psychic attacks are so good now. Ignoring all negative modifiers is sweet. Especially when you think that the Neuro Tyrant gives Zoanthropes heavy. Gives them also like a shoot in combat, and they still hit on 2s.
Have you seen, right, so you're right, psychic attacks are so good now. Have you seen the rules for the new Exodites? The psychic Exodite character is a bit mad, right? So Psyker, Stone Singer, right? He's got range weapons. So he's got a Song of Waning, which is anti-monster, anti-vehicle 3+ psychic, 24-inch range, 3 attacks, hitting on 3, strength 4, -2, damage 3. It's pretty good. And he's got a psychic stone stave weapon, which is anti-non-monster vehicle 2+, hitting on 3, strength 3, -1, 2 damage.
Yeah.
So he's pretty fucking decent. And he's a
really
support character as well.
I'm super glad that they have released their rules before that box went on pre-order, because it means that it will sell better.
Yeah, it will sell well, and you want
which
pigs.
means all the orcs will end up on eBay for super cheap. Like they will tank the eBay value of pigs.
Yeah, okay.
And then my ability to get 6 sets of them will be great. I need 6 lots of pigs because that gives me maximum pig, and then I need to get all the characters and stuff.
Yeah, that little psychic character is quite good, and support characters. You can join her to a unit with the leader character, and then you can have 8 dinos, and then the sniper character running around on his own. There's a world where you could buy 9 boxes of Exodites and be eating good.
Well, yeah, because it gives you 3 units of 6 plus 3 of the guys that give the unit sustained hits, plus 3 wizards who can join those units because he's a support character, and 3 snipers.
I would suggest that doing that with the Kill Team double box set is probably a bad idea. Wait for them to come out separately.
Do it. Buy them all.
Just because Joe wants pigs.
Yeah.
Literally
give me the pigs. If you buy the box set and you're just in a position where you don't care about having to sell them, send them to Hobby House. Care of Joe. Pigs.
Right, you guys have been amazing. Thank you for hanging out with us today on the Liam and Joe show to talk about all these new balance changes. We have got a live game of Warhammer 40k tonight. It's Joe and me playing. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. Toby's back on the deck because we had a dropout because Simon didn't sleep, and he needs his beauty sleep, does Simon?
It's pretty lame.
Tomorrow night, the intent is to be here at 8:30 for After Dark at the new time of 8:30. It might get pushed to 9. This sounds silly. I've got to drive 3.5 hours tomorrow to go pick up Doggo and then drive 3.5 hours back. So I just need to make sure I get back in time to do the show. It'll be here again in the studio. I'll be sat here. Luce is currently planning to be sat there where Joe is. So you get that tomorrow night, all right, for After Dark. Then it's the weekend, and we get to have some fun and chill out for the weekend. I need to then spend the weekend building my office back up so I can get my setup at home sorted, because currently I've got a sea of fucking cables and a tower with nothing plugged into the back of it. I've got to remember how it was all working and wired. So I've got to do that over the course of the weekend. Yeah, it's 3.5 hours. So the breeder is on the Scottish borders. It's a 7-hour trip. So we're meeting halfway.
That's fair.
The fact that he's prepared to come halfway and meet me is incredible. So I'm not going to complain. He actually sort of offered to come all the way, and I was like, I don't think that's fair. Let's not do that. Let's not have you drive 7 hours, drop the dog off, and then drive 7 hours back in a day. That's mental.
I used to do that for work.
Did you?
Yeah.
Fuck that. That sounds awful. So that's tomorrow, and then, like I said, we've got the weekend, and then Monday hits, and then Tuesday we're back with the Lim and Joe show. So you guys have been fucking amazing. We love you very, very dearly. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully you'll come and hang out with us tonight for that live game of Warhammer 40k. If not, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, wonderful time.